What's up, guys? Back here with another video. Hope you guys are all doing good with everything that's going on. I basically just wanted to talk real quick about some things that are going on in the world besides everything that's going on with this whole virus thing and all of that. And that's cars that are being stolen. Right now, things are rough. People are losing their jobs, stuff like that. So people are trying to find ways to make money. And just there are precautions for you to take to keep your car safe. Couple things that I do personally is I have a GPS tracker on my car. Not in a place where a lot of people can find it. It's about $10 a month. It's totally worth it. Other things are people need to be careful with where you leave your keys at home. For example, on my 2015, this is my car key, try not to leave them close to a door, close to a window. There are devices now that can talk to each other. So for example, one thief will stand next to the window, grab the RF, which basically every one of these keys has emits in RF frequency, and then they make a little device. It's probably about maybe this big, and they make two of them. So basically, one's a transmitter, one's a receiver, and depending on how close your keys are to the whatever window they're standing next to, they can grab the frequency from your key, basically take it, have the receiver side standing next to your car, open your car and go. Now, one of the things that this doesn't work on is on automatic cars, automatic Mustangs, because they have something called police mode. So police mode is you have to have the physical key in the car to be able to take it. Now, I know that on Forescan, if any of you have messed with Forescan, the Ford, software that you use to do changes to your car and all that stuff, it's kind of like a tune, but it's not. And I highly recommend looking into Forescan and enabling police mode, because if you have a car that's an automatic, or like an F-150 for example, or an F-250, if your key fob is not in the car, they cannot put the car in drive. They might be able to start it, but they will not be able to drive off with it. Now, other things that you can do is there are alarms that hook up to your factory alarm system. I know Viper makes one, and it's actually plug and play almost. They give you a special harness that plugs into your car and things like that, so that you can kind of prevent, or how can I say, you can kind of deter the thieves a little bit more. Now, if you have a car like the Fox Body has regular keys. So with a Fox Body, it's a little different, or any car that has regular keys that have, an aftermarket alarm system out there. There is factory alarm systems, and there's a lot of companies that now adapt these systems that work with your factory key fobs. So one in Miami that I know is I believe the guy's name is Alarm Specialist or something like that. Yeah, Alarm Specialist. So what he does is, he'll install a shock sensor. Typically you find shock sensors on aftermarket alarms. This shock sensor, he installs it into your factory alarm. So if you hit a door, hit a window, open a trunk, or open the door, the alarm will go off. Even if, they hit your rims, they try to take your rims off, things like that. So, be very mindful of, what's going on. And now, these key fobs, and any key fob in general, every key fob emits an RF signal to the car. So that's how you unlock and lock your cars. So if you want to open your door from a distance, you hit the unlock button, or if you want to lock it, you hit the lock button. And every time that you press that button, this key fob emits a signal, an RF signal that's sent over the air that can be captured with a device. Now, it's funny that that I'm going through this and talking about it because in the year 2000 they made a movie Gone in 60 Seconds, and you'll see in that movie that there's a part where they're gonna go steal a Cadillac and they drive by the house. The lady presses the garage door button and they capture the code from the garage door. That isn't really fake. That's actually fairly true. So I would recommend, trying to keep your keys as far away from a window as possible. Also, if you have the chance, they sell online these little, they're like battery connectors that go inside of your key fob, that go in between your battery and the connectors for your fob, and basically they work on motion. So if your key's in your pocket and you're moving around, whatever, it activates the key. If the key is just hanging or sitting in a drawer like this for, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, it deactivates the actual fob because it disengages the battery so that it doesn't give it connection, so that this doesn't emit any signal. Because it doesn't matter where you are, when you are, how you are, this is always transmitting. Always. It always has to transmit because you can be a mile away from the car, but it needs to know because of the proximity. So when you open up your car, when you get close to it so you can open your door, it needs to always be transmitting the signal into your car. So, very important tips on how to protect your car. Like I said, not to name, brands in particular, but, there are car alarms out there that work with, your factory setup, your factory key fobs, send push notifications to your phone. I mean, nowadays, this is the most important thing that you have. I mean, my GPS in the car sends me push notifications. So, I mean, $10 a month, is it worth going through the headache of having your car stolen or having your car broken into and then having it sit at the dealer for 2 or 3 weeks till they figure out what's wrong with it because it was vandalized? I mean, unfortunately, we live in an age where things like this happen, but you need to, kind of be smart about it and, sit down and kind of be a little bit more precautious. Times are tough right now. People are losing their jobs. They're trying to find ways to make money. And if they were crooked before and straightened out, they lost their job and they need to maintain their family, guess what? People are going to go back to what they know. So, and I'm not trying to publicize that, people are being crooks or anything like that. I'm just making a point on, things are bad right now. People are losing their jobs. I mean, people don't have how to maintain their homes, how to feed their families, their kids, how to keep a roof over their head, keep the lights on, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's just a precaution. Be careful, kind of watch when you drive home, be careful, people out there are, always looking to make a quick buck. And if you take some of the precautions I've underlined in this video, you should be able to be alright. I mean, a GPS can always be found and you can always remove it. I mean, nowadays, they steal your car at 2 o'clock in the morning. By 6 o'clock in the morning, the car's in pieces. I mean, it's just the way it is. So, I mean, take your precautions, use your wheel locks. I was actually watching a video the other day on wheel locks that Mopar actually makes a very nice wheel lock where you can't take it off like any other wheel lock that we all know. And I'm not going to get into how they remove wheel locks and all that stuff because this is not what my channel's about. But with that being said, take some precaution. The thieves are out there. They're looking to take your stuff. They're looking to, every time you post a picture on Instagram, you drive somewhere, you have to be a little extra precautious if you have a nice car. Now, for example, there's cars that are being stolen that aren't nice cars. And people use those cars to do bad things. Like, for example, if you're going to go steal somebody's car, you're not going to go in your own car. You're going to go steal a crappy car and go steal this other car, and then something happens. Well, guess what? You dumped the car and that was it. So, kind of be mindful of, who you associate yourself with, what type of people they are. If you see something suspicious, turn around, go the other way. Don't lead them right to your driveway. If you see like a guy that's kind of been behind you for 5, 10, 15 minutes, he happens to turn the same ways that you do, that's a little suspicious. It's something to kind of be looking out for. If you keep your car in the garage, hey, great. Not everybody has the luxury to keep their car in the garage, but these little steps and tricks, should be able to keep your car a little safer. Now, granted, a thief is a thief. He knows the car better than most people do, because that's what they do for a living. I mean, if you do what you do for a living, you know the tips, the tricks, the ways, the right way to do it, the wrong way to do it, so on and so forth. So, my recommendation is, if you have a car with a keyless entry, don't leave it next to the door, don't leave it next to a window, put it in a drawer, put it in the room, if you live on a second floor, keep it away from the car. The further away from the car it is, the better it is. On other cars, like I said, get an alarm, get a GPS tracker. I mean, GPS trackers nowadays are super cheap. So, you can put a GPS tracker on pretty much anything. You don't even have to hardwire it. I mean, the battery lasts for, I think, 30 days or something like that. And they're constantly pinging signals out. And, it's just one of those things. I mean, if you're going to go on a trip or something and you're going to go out, I mean, it's actually very simple to remove the battery on your key fob. You go in, you open it, rip it apart. This is for Fords because I have a Mustang. Take the battery out. Put it in a drawer. When you get back, you put the battery back in, call it a day. But that's it for this, and I hope this helps somebody out. Follow me on Instagram at BoostinStang, and catch you guys on the next one.